Oh.
It's like they got in a motorcycle accident.
Oh,
yeah, they're bruised for a week or two. Wait, somebody told me you got a bike. Did you get a bike?
I got a
Did you get a motorcycle?
No. I got like an 8-speed. Actually, my neighbor told me is that I guess it's about an 8-speed. Yeah, it's 10, but couple of them.
Well, did you pay for 8 and you got 10?
Huh? It's fucking.
It's a pretty good deal.
I don't know. No, it's missing something. I got to go through them again. It's so hard to count the gear. It's like knowing if you really have 10 or whatever. It's like it's like who gives a fuck.
Well,
and then there's that one that's just like this, whatever that gear is on the bike.
Yeah, that's
like,
absurd.
hey, I should be juggling.
That's the queer gear. That's the queer gear. You're just kicking the air. Hey.
Yeah, that's the meeting fellas gear. You know?
There was always a kid growing up who knew how to fix the chains when they fell off. You know that kid? That kid was such a weird, interesting dude. If the chains were messed up on the gear switching, he knew how to fix everything real fast. Brake line, he could replace the brake line.
Yeah, and then he just disappeared into the fucking ether.
Yeah, he died. That kid dies really young for no reason. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Mike Chauvin. Mike Chauvin.
That was the guy who did it for you?
Mike Chauvin. Yeah, he died. Yeah. He died really tragically too.
Yeah?
Yeah, his brake lines were cut. Somebody cut his brake lines.
What are the fucking irony of that?
I know. That's kind of the universe doing its thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, karma remembers, man. Dude, yeah. So you're so bad for you guys. Just like fucking, it was a perfect combination, man.
It was a good time. It was great timing, and then the pandemic helped the show. But when Bobby went back to rehab, which I've sent him to 3 times, we're trying to keep him safe and clean, and he's doing a great job. But when he went back to rehab after his dad died, the story goes that he relapsed. I knew. Almost nobody knew. I don't think anybody really knew. Like people kind of talked to, maybe there was suspicion that he was acting weird, but he's a weirdo. So it's like, how do you really, but then he was hiding out a lot. I knew, he told me not to tell anybody. I got real uncomfortable. I kind of started to, question like, I'll just ruin our friendship, I guess, and tell him and tell people.
Right.
Because he was like, I'll never talk to you again if you tell anybody that I'm using. So I was like, well, fuck it. I guess I'll just lose a friend. And then really before I started to go after and tell people, Kalila came at me and was like, I knew he's using, and I knew he like used you against me to try to hide it, you know? And she's like, I'm sorry you had to go through that. But then finally he admitted it to me and he apologized and was like, I'll go get help. And I said, when I get out, we'll start the show. Because Kalila, when I had filled in for Tiger Belly, she had been like, go do a show together. Because the fans wanted it and people talked about it. So when he got out and he got clean, that's when we started it. And then 3 months into it, pandemic hit. It was almost like a gift from God, because then we got to just shoot all the time and be together in the studio. I mean, truly, it was, you know.
And you need that. If you're really building one, I think you got to have time. I think that's one thing that I didn't realize, I think, over the years, is just like how much time it takes to do a podcast. There's a lot that goes into it.
This is a job.
Yeah.
And then when I first started going on Rogan's, and then I realized he does this job 5, sometimes 6 days a week, and then his other job, and then his other job, and then his other job, and he still has kettlebells in his hand while he's doing it. Like in the middle of it, he's just ripping bells. He's the most impressive work ethic I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's a good point.
Hands down. The work ethic is through the roof. And then open a comedy club and change the scene.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's like for anyone that has any doubts or any questions or even thoughts about him that are, you know, negative or against the grain, it's like you don't understand that guy. He's a machine, a magic machine.
Yeah, I wonder how much pressure he and he doesn't if he does feel pressure, he doesn't let you see it. That's what's most amazing to me.
Yeah, because I think he deals with it in the only way he knows how, which is just keep going and enjoy it. One time we were sitting in the green room, when I first went on tour with him, we were playing arenas, and I was like, man, this is incredible. You know, like I was kind of like soaking it in, and he was like, yeah, but you know, don't let it get to you. Meaning like, just do it, enjoy it, and make it seem like it's any other show. Yeah. And keep moving. Don't let it be like overwhelming where you start thinking too much, then you get in your head about it, and then it kind of consumes you. And then you can become one of those people who's like, how come I'm not? How come it's not? Why am I not? Yeah. Let all that bullshit go. He's like, just be in it and keep moving.
Yeah, he keeps it moving.
He keeps everything
He
going.
doesn't dwell.
No dwelling out of that dude.
It's so funny because I think, once you get going in podcasting, you're like, you obviously want to shoot for the stars. So you like, I mean, I know there was a time when I feel like we're trying to not be like Rogan, but it was like you shoot for the.
You wanted to do what he got to do. I wanted to do what he got to do.
Yeah, well, you want to do it well. I'm going to learn from Michael Jordan,
Right.
I'm not going to learn from.
Go ahead. Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Karl Malone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna learn from Karl Malone and his fucking 12-year-old wife child, you know,
gross.
and that's alleged. People don't know that, but everybody knows that. But I want to know, what was it like touring with Bad Friends?
Me and Bob on tour.
Yeah, because I remember I ran across you guys.
We were in DC.
DC.
This is how funny DC. This is how DC was. Theo, I mean, I don't want to do it to make you feel a type of way, but I'm so proud of you and so happy for you as a friend who's known you for so long. I was so proud of like you and your success, and it really does make, it's kind of like, because you're ours a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, I watched it happen, so I was like, just proud of you. I know proud is a weird word, but I'm happy for you or whatever. And when we're in DC, we did one show at the Constitution Hall, and Theo was gracious enough to take one night off so we could do it because the schedules overlapped. So you did 4 shows there, right? Or 5, something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
And we barely sold out 1 and he sold out 5. I was like, God, dude. It was awesome. But then we met in the hotel. We had a great night together and we were chatting. And like,
I wanted to be at y'all's show.
Well, those moments were amazing because like the road has dull moments where you're humming along on the bus. It was tough.
Was it? And you and Bobby are on the same bus, yeah.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah,
it was tough.
Yeah, because we have our tour manager on our bus. Like, it's like a group effort.
Yeah, everyone has to be on the bus. But
is that fun? What's it like being in that sort of like, I can't imagine being on wheels with Bobby. That's where it gets extremely alarming. Yeah,
mobile is tough with him. Yeah, because at least you're on land, you can disappear.
Yeah.
You can walk away from him.
A lot of Asians aren't good in motion, right? Like,
in any kind of form of motion. Have you ever seen an Asian drive a boat? They're not allowed to. No, that's against sea. That's maritime law. No Asians at sea. It's an old, I think it's from World War I.
Well, if you think about Asians, like they don't, there's the kamikaze pilots, right? That's and then there's driving Asians is throughout the history of time has been traumatic. Has been traumatic for people. And then even like if you go to look at like Iwo Jima, like their troops, they would hide in the tunnels, or in Vietnam in the Coochie tunnels. Like it's once they get in motion, they can't handle it.
Yeah, they get afraid. Well, I think it's tough when they're like Bob. If you ever see Bob try to like run or like walk fast, he starts to wobble. Yeah, he'll get off axis. It's kind of strange. I'll have to hold him sometimes if he's in a hurry.
Yeah.
So I'll shoulder him up if he's in a hurry so we can walk in a straighter line.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking.
And he has only like one muscle in his body. I've seen like a MRI of him or something. It's baffling, dude. Because I remember he sneezed once and blew his back out.
Yeah. Well, dude, and the muscle moves. That's what's kind of interesting. The muscle, at some point, he'll have a muscle just on his high shoulder. If he's moving a lot, it'll move down to his leg. It
swims around his body like a koi. It's alarming.
Him on a bus was wild. We did 60 some odd cities.
Fucking dude.
It was wild. Yeah. We stopped and started. I don't even know if you heard this through the grapevine. I did have a mental breakdown with him at Dolly World. Wait, Dolly
in
World?
Tennessee? Dollywood.
Yeah, Dollywood.
Yeah.
Had a mental breakdown. Yeah. Huge.
What happened? So it had just been a lot of time on the bus?
We were just tired of each other, man. You know how it gets. And then we were supposed to go to Dollywood at a certain time, right? At a reasonable adult time, like 11:30 or noon. Reasonable adult. And he had slept in past when we were going to all go together. Then he threw a fit about it, that we were rushing him, which is insane. What do you need to really do? You put on the kimono and let's go. Yeah. So we get on the bus, we go, we get to Dollywood. We get in, and then he says, I want to sit down and eat a meal. And I said, we just got here. Let's go enjoy it. All the crew is with us. And he's like, I want to eat. You can go do whatever you want. And him and I were bickering, and I just was like, you know what? You're right. I am going to go do what I want. So I left, and they were all like, oh, where are you going? And I just went on my own. I just wanted to, some days you want to just be alone.
Oh.
And there was only one Uber in Pigeon Forge. There's one Uber.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. There's one Uber, and the dude and his girlfriend were driving. That was the only car available.
Yeah,
so they had,
and the guy calls himself Paul Revere. Too,
yeah, which I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And his girlfriend doesn't make any comments about it because I said, you're not gonna say anything about Paul.
She's not allowed to talk.
No, well, and I agree. But he picked me up, and I had asked him where the closest airport was because I was gonna fly home to Chicago to see my parents because I was like, I need a break. We had 4 days down anyway, and then they got in the Uber hours later, and the same guy was like, your friend asking for a local airport, I think he done took off. But so my phone was off, so they thought I left. Wow. They were like, he quit the tour, tour's over.
Yeah.
So they kind of had a moment of panic, and he deserved it because I needed a break from him being a little brat. So it kind of like checked us, but then of course what happened afterwards, he woke up in the morning, the next day I came back to the bus, and he gave me a big hug and a kiss on the cheek, and he said he was sorry, and then it was, like anything, he's my brother.
Yeah.
But you fight, you fight.
Oh, being on a tour bus is hard,
It sucks. You're on top of each other.
Yeah.
It smells. Everyone's messy.
Oh, especially
You
with
can hear
Bobby.
the way. Oh yeah, listening to the way he sleeps so. It's so weird the way he sleeps. You can hear him sleeping.
Yeah, somebody said he sounds kind of like a little bit of like a generator, you know?
Wait. Yeah, that's
like
it.
like he has a bad fan belt or something, you know?
Yeah, something. There's a hiccup. There's a like one thing skipping over. It needs to be realigned, but he'll never get it done.
Like his DAT fan belt is off, you know? Oh, he'll never get it fucking realigned.
No, he'll never get it realigned.
Bro, Bobby is one loose, he steps on one bad rock and he's
gone. That's it. So I don't want to lose him. So I really do take good care of him. But it was a great tour. We had a great time. But we're going to go down to Australia at the end of the year because we owe that to them because we canceled it. And then after that, we're not going to tour for at least another whole year.
Bad Friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you got to take some breaks, man. And you got to. I know you're doing your own too.
Yeah,
right?
I'm doing my own tour in the fall to shoot my new special. I'm doing with Hulu.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Hulu pulled a lot of people away from Netflix.
Well, I think a lot these days. Netflix was like the first one, and now I think the people are just seeing more. I wonder can we see where people are watching?
Yeah, Burr moved, Sebastian, a bunch of people moved.
Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu's doing it. Well, they're doing one special a month, which is amazing. So you get the whole month. The lineup is insane. I don't even know if I'm allowed to announce some of the people that are on there, but it's incredible.
Well, Burr says right here he's going to be on there.
Yeah, he was one of the first ones that they got.
Gaffigan.
Yeah, Jim Gaffigan, Burr, Sebastian, Roy Wood.
Is he?
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
I love that. I think that dude is so underrated. It's unbelievable.
I did ayahuasca with him.
With Roy?
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful man. Smart, sweet.
He's sleeping in the distance. He had a couple of servings or whatever and then went and took a big nap.
Well, you got to rest it off.
Oh, yeah.
You got to do what you're called to do. Netflix, still the top dog, though, huh? Look at that.
Streaming services by subscribers in the world.
Yeah, they're global. Well, here's the other thing. Hulu goes global in 2025. They're not global yet. So next year that's why they're doing this special. I think they're doing the specials in this regard because they wanted to go global finally because they weren't global before.
I see. So I wonder if we can show America alone because this says globally Netflix has 270 million and Hulu has 50 million, but if
50's only in the U.S. Yeah,
right.
That's only U.S. only. Yeah, Netflix has got to be around 50 to 70, or who knows, 80 in the U.S. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm doing that. So I'm touring all fall to go gear up for that. All fall I'll be running around, which I'm excited to do. I'm gonna come. I'm coming your way. I'll come say hi to you out there.
Yeah,
in Nash Vegas. Yeah, I love it out there. I have such a good time when I'm out there.
Do you?
I really do. And I love Lucy at Zany's, and I like it over. It's just not.
A lot of golf over there too. It's your world.
Big golf. I played some good golf out
there.
Oh,
if you like to have a little bit of whiskey and golf, Nashville really is your place, man. I think about that all the time. It's like, man, I kind of don't have the two great elements that people love here the most.
Why wouldn't you golf? You think you could?
I think I could.
You're athletic.
Yeah, I should probably spend a little more time doing it. I don't want to go out. I've been out there and it's not good. And I don't want to go out there again and waste people's time because people are a little more serious about it there.
Well, see, I'm good at golf, but I don't give a shit how good people are that I play. I couldn't care less. If you're fun, I don't care. Oh, yeah, I just got back from Scotland.
No way.
Yeah, I went to St. Andrews, the old course, man. It was so much fun.
Was it really?
I went with a bunch of friends. Yeah, I went with a couple. I actually went with only one good. I went with Charlie Day, the actor, and a bunch of his friends. So I was like the last guy invited. I was like, hey man,
No way, dude. St. Andrews. Yeah. What's it like?
Honestly, man, it was a dream come true for me. Like as a kid, those are like, you always want to play the courses the pros get to play. And
Oh yeah.
I got to play at St. Andrews, and we played at 5 other courses, but traveling around Scotland, I mean, honestly, such a beautiful, beautiful country, but truly the worst food I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, it's all war meals.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's
You're like, well, get back out there, get back out there.
Yeah, gotta get back out there, just get some food and go. It's terrible. It's terrible, and also, this is proof. You need minorities. Yeah. You have to get people with melanin to get good flavor and spices. It's way too many whites. It's flooded with whites.
Oh yeah.
It's overwhelmed.
Well, I've always said too, like a lot of people are like, we need less crime in some of these cities. I'm like, but you're gonna have less good recipes.
Bad food.
Yeah.
Bad food.
Yeah.
What's the balance?
Yeah.
You want good food?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. If you want good food, dude, you're gonna need bars on your windows. Okay.
Sorry, you get